Hello friends, today like I promised I'm going to put up the video of what are the effects of the solar eclipse this year, and I'll also briefly tell you how the movement of the solar energy is shifting our resources from 2019 through 2020 and now 2021. So stay tuned with me till the end of the video, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share my channel. So here we go. So when we are talking about the solar eclipses, we are talking about our life resources, because remember, sun is the source of life, and we need to check on how things shift in our material realm, and it is because of the sun that we are able to experience life, we are able to see this life around us, and we are in touch with our soul. Sun is the soul. So here the shift in our lessons happen. Well, like I've already mentioned before in my earlier videos, that moon is more connected to your internal and your desirous, your goals, and your internal mind, but sun is the manifestation. So we will do a little bit of a comparison of the eclipse which happened in 2019, then what happened in 2020, and this year what is going to be the effects of the solar eclipse, because the next one is only in December, and so the major part of our solar energy and solar life, our soul lessons, is going to be presented during this year. And let me just tell you what happens is, see, once the lunar eclipse happens, the changes happen within yourself, like certain internal changes start triggering, and when solar eclipse happens, uh, these uh, these manifestations come into light, these lessons that we are supposed to learn come into light, because the soul, we as a soul, are here to experience our lessons. So most of this happens, well, I'm at this lovely place and it's almost going to rain, and I'm loving this, so I thought of shooting the video outside. So you will hear a lot of sounds of the clouds bursting, and yes, that is a sign from the nakshatras as well. Anyway, talking about solar eclipse, I wanted to mention this, that since the solar eclipse has happened where the sun is at 25 degrees and Rahu is the cause of, you know, these eclipse, there the week period actually goes on till a few weeks down the line, and your lessons start showing up. See, once the eclipse happens, the lessons just don't show up the same day. It takes time, and you will notice a certain sort of event or certain sort of life change that turns up once the solar eclipse occurs. It takes a few weeks, it could take a few months as well. It all depends on your birth chart. So this is a time where people with Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio will experience major changes, and there is a weak period for them for some time. But what happens is, since this is affecting the Taurus Scorpio axis, and are you enjoying enjoying this sound of the cloud bursting. I totally love it. And we are talking about Taurus and Scorpio while the clouds are bursting here. Anyway, so what happens is since this Taurus Scorpio major this Taurus Scorpio axis major occurs, major changes occurs during these signs. So what has happened is Scorpio Ketu is the main trigger of sudden events and sudden emotions, and since Sun, it's a solar eclipse, Sun is responsible for our soul and our life path. That is the area where one is getting affected. So if you notice in 2019, when the eclipses happened, it already triggered sudden endings of relationship, sudden deepened emotional issues just rose, and there was a personal situation probably which you felt unfolding in 2019, while in 2020 there were transformations, and there were a lot of unresolved issues which needed resolved surfaced up. So that was the flavor in 2020, and of course 2020 also brought about a sudden short-term travels or some news which really require your attention, something of a very deep change or a deep sudden change occurred, which you already know with a lot of us in the pandemic. And it was all about restrictions and separations and your illusions breaking and your blocked emotions surfacing up. So all these things were surfacing up during the solar eclipse of 2020. And now with 2021, the major part of 2021 would be all about relationships and sudden eruptions or sudden element of some psychic changes inside one's own self, because the transformative year of 2020 passed, and now 2021, the element of something very deep already triggered in 2020, and 2021 has started manifesting these transformations. And even though the journey seems to be long and unseen, a lot of you might want to take that journey. So if you have some hunches, some visions, some dreams, some psychic messages, you must try and enrich them with your creativity. One thing I would like to add is, even though things might seem so slow, since we are still restricted, we still have the scare of the virus, and there is still a good amount of hope within all of us. And even though the journey might just feel a little overwhelming, I would just want you to please continue with your vision and try and dig deep inside yourself so that you learn what is best for yourself. So that's it for me. I hope this video was informative to you. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share my channel. Till my next video, Namaste.